On snipers, Naeem Al-Obeidi here. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful day today. You're tuning into our live stream, so this is going to be about an hour long. I do apologize if it's a long video. Feel free to use the 1.25x in the settings below, but we're going to be taking price predictions from our guests and our viewers today, as well as looking at specific coins that have the potential to see a breakout, kind of how like XEM saw a breakout today. If you guys watched NEM, we're going to be looking at this right now. You see this huge parabolic run up with this falling wedge starting to form. So this is our trading view chart. The link is in the description below if you're new to our Sniper Soups channel, and let's go ahead and dive right into it. So looking at this current chart here, we're going to be inserting several different indicators, and if you guys are watching this after it's published, feel free to use one of our newer videos that come in the daytime if you guys want a more condensed version of this video. However, we're going to be looking at the volume, the 3 moving averages, the RSI, the MACD, as well as utilizing the auto fib, the Bollinger Bands today, sporadically depending on what graph we're looking at. But these are going to be our primary indicators if you guys are new here to Sniper Soup. So we have the RSI right here in purple, the MACD down here, as well as the 3 moving averages, the red being the 50, the green being the 100, and then the blue being the 200-day moving average here. So looking at this chart here, we're seeing this very clear falling wedge. You pretty much see a falling wedge when you have these descending resistance levels that are actually starting to converge with the stable support levels that are descending as well. So you can see exactly how this looks, where there's that little bit of that curve here where it's not an exact rectangle which would form a flag, but rather that converging resistance level coming into that support level. If you guys are on our Discord, this is a free resource open and available to all of you guys. The link is in the description below. It's probably the most important resource that we have here for you guys. You can see the difference between a falling wedge and a flag. The flag has that rectangular look, while that falling wedge has that converging line coming into that support level. So this is a breakout pattern just like the flag is. The symmetrical triangle pattern is easy to spot thanks to the distinctive shape, which is developed by the 2 trend lines which converge. This pattern is created by drawing trend lines which connect a series of peaks and troughs. The trend lines create a barrier, and once the price breaks through these, a very sharp movement in price usually follows it. So that's exactly what we're seeing here, the falling wedge. By the way, for those of you watching this live, we have a ton of viewers right now. We're going to be doing a night owl tonight under voice 2. So that's going to be right here under voice 2 chat. You see most of the people are here in voice 1. If you're watching this after it's published already, voice 1 and 2 are always popping. So come in there. You guys come in, listen in, see what's going on. You can see people are always in there talking and chatting about crypto. So let's go ahead and look at this chart once again and pull up the auto fib so we can actually get a little bit of a better technical. And I want to strive and make this live stream a little bit more detailed in terms of my technical analysis. Instead of just kind of scrubbing the surface, I want to do it kind of like how I do in my videos, where we're a little bit more engaged in it. So looking at this, you can see we're finding some support right here in this blue auto fib here, this blue Fibonacci line here, and you see that we're starting to bounce off of that. We saw some high price levels pop up here, so there was some very big support here. But in my opinion, we're still going to see a little bit of a trend down, because if you look at the MACD and the RSI, you can see RSI is still pretty high, over 44, and then we have this MACD right here starting to still curve down, while the slow line, if you guys don't know how the MACD works, you get the fast line in blue, the slow line in orange. You want to look at where these things converge, because you see anytime they converge is really when you start to see these huge price swings. And then if you're looking at the RSI as well, RSI hit bottom here. Check this out, guys, just so that maybe some of you guys can benefit off of this. The RSI is such a good way to predict prices, or at least entry and exit points. And the reason I say that is you can see we were under this RSI level for quite a bit. We were oversold. If it's under this 30 RSI, it's oversold, and that means that it's a good time to buy. If it's over 70, it's overbought. It's a good time to sell. But if you look here, and you would have just traded upon this RSI right here. If you were watching this chart and you were like, all right, as soon as this hits under 30, I'm going to buy, and then bam, you would have bought right here. Guess what? You could have reaped all of these gains